That's delicious. Let's go back to 1994. I was brewing beer at the Huntington Beach Beer Company in downtown Huntington Beach, and there was this little restaurant under construction across the street. And the two guys who were running the company at the time walked across the street into the Huntington Beach Beer Company. It was their first experience in a brew pub. After drinking some of the beer, a light bulb, they were thinking the same thing. Wow, we have got to get into the brewing business. They hired me as a consultant to put together a plan for a brewery. I began to share their vision. Handcrafted beer with our deep dish pizza, that's a natural. And they found a site in Brea. We put that brewery together in no time. It was fun. So when we started at Brea, I needed a little help. I started interviewing for assistant brewers. Toby is someone I'd known for years in homebrewing circles. Shortly after Brea opened, he reached out to me and said, "Hey, I hear you're brewing beer professionally now. I was wondering if you might have a job." We sure do. So I pretty much hired him, on the spot, and Toby's been with us ever since.
My career was running printing plants. That's what my degree was in. My hobby was making beer at home.
We were self-distributing. Toby and I used to rent a truck once a week, a U-Haul, and make our deliveries. That's how we started.
Brea at that time was an absolute space shuttle of a brewery. There was nothing that had been built like that.
We were creating new styles of beers, very American styles. We were taking traditional European styles and adding an American twist. It's like Jeremiah Red. It doesn't really fit a particular style. It's an Irish style red, but it's much stronger than Irish style red. So that was fun. It turned out to be just one of our most successful beers and our first medal winner at the Great American Beer Festival. So
and starting to see this combination, this collaboration of knowledge that just helped to continue us to develop and grow.
We were pioneers back then, developing new beer styles, exciting new beers, and turning American beer drinkers onto real beer.
My favorite beer here.
I'm gonna have to go with the Hop Storm.
I like the blonde personally, but the red is very popular.
I'd have to say that my favorite beer is Jeremiah Red. Just the maltiness, the complexity of flavors, the smoothness of it, but it's extremely drinkable.
My favorite beer here would probably have to be the Hefeweizen, and I always love that Bavarian, style. It's amazing.
But the good news for our guests is we can't possibly brew more than we can drink.
John Ford said, "Won't you hop on into the stagecoach, baby? Gonna take you for a spin." Oh, whoa.
It's a beautiful morning here in California. Our brewing director team is here to pick hops at the hop fields, a very special beer that we call Field Day IPA. So, these days it's probably more challenging than it was in the early days, because in the early days we were just winging it. That's changed. Now you have to brew good beer. Beer drinkers can tell good beer from bad, and they want new beer experiences. There's a beer here for every beer drinker, okay? You'll find something you like here, whether it's mild, malty, hoppy, dark. We've got something for you.
That's really the secret of making great beer. A lot of cleaning, a lot of attention to detail. To think it all started with one brewery and a handful of little beachside pizzerias. Never would have pictured that. I mean, all four corners of the country, you can have a BJ's beer. That, in and of itself, just mind-boggling, because we are that local craft brewer. We're the biggest little local place around as far as craft brewing goes.
A funny tradition we started from day one, I think it was Owen's idea, was to give our brewers, head brewers and assistant brewers, nicknames. So Egon, Puffy, got his nickname because when he gets angry, he gets all puffy. Mufasa, we all know Mufasa. Doc got his nickname because he was a chiropractor when he started brewing for us, and we had an assistant in Brea that we called Donk. And I remember Aramark screwed up the name on his uniform. Somehow they got dung out of Donk. So I showed up at the brewery one morning and he'd gotten his new whites. Right under the BJ's logo, it said dung. And I looked twice at that and I'm like, dung? Is that what we're calling you? But E-Bomb, Nevis, Nemo, and Zambo, and Dan the Man, Porter, Beaker, Riff, Ginger, Free Love, Fast Eddie. Oh, what memories. Anyway, many